zombies showing up in Bleach lately, I wouldn't be surprised if Michael Jackson just shows up out of nowhere. All joking aside, this week's chapter of Bleach was awesome. It had a really nice twist at the end of this week's chapter, and I don't think anybody would have expected that Hitsugaya was going to be revived as a zombie and controlled by Giselle Jewel. Definitely the best part about this week's chapter. However, there were a lot of other positive things. Just getting to see this group of Arrancar still keeping their personality and being shocked repeatedly by Mayuri is definitely really funny. But when you finally get to see them fighting is when things get really interesting. And I love all the matchups here, and I love just getting to see these guys in action again. Unfortunately, I can barely pronounce any of their names. I believe there's Saruchi Senderwichu, who's the female character. There's Loopy. There's the one big dude with devil horns, who I believe is known as Dordane Sachio something. And then, of course, there's that one big dude who might actually be female as well. It's kind of hard to tell. And it looks like he really wants to go up against Giselle, and that'd be absolutely perfect, especially with Yumachika calling out Giselle and being a dude and all. Bombietta is slightly healed and goes on to the attack, but the big dude just grabs her face, slams her into a building. It's really exciting. But honestly, it's all about that final scene this week, when suddenly Captain Hitsugaya just walks out with his brand new zombified look. And that's pretty much the end of the chapter, and even Mayuri's like, oh shit, this is not good. So what's the rundown on this week's chapter of Bleach? It was awesome. There were a lot of cool developments, there were some nice twists, and there were a lot of color pages as well. Not only did Bleach get the front page of Shonen Jump this week, but it actually got its own full color spread, which wasn't anything too crazy, just getting to see all of the main characters looking badass as they usually do, and they're also sort of like toying with us by the fact that this is the final fight of the 13 captains. Otherwise, great chapter. I still love the fact that the Arrancar still continue to keep their personality, and they're apparently not too afraid of Giselle's blood, which doesn't seem to be affecting everybody, and I'm sure that's just because they haven't explained her abilities quite yet. The bigger question here, though, is Hitsugaya dead? And if he's not dead, can they turn him back to his regular form? Because now that he's in this zombie mode, he clearly doesn't have his personality anymore. He's being controlled by Giselle. He might have a little bit of it in there, and that might be like the way they bring him back, if that happens. However, I just didn't see this happening to one of like these big main characters like this. This was a massive twist that's going to be really awesome, and I hope will result in a really great action scene, because Hitsugaya is no slouch, and he's definitely fought against a lot of these guys before. In particular, he fought against Loopy and gave him something of a hard time. So I kind of can't wait to see that rematch now that they're zombies. And I do think it's kind of strange that they still refer to the Arrancar as zombies, because they're more like Frankenstein monsters, which I believe one of my commenters left last week, and that makes a lot of sense because they're all stitched together, they still retain their personality. But I love the fact that Mayuri just keeps shocking them throughout the episode. He's like, what are you doing that for? And he's like, oh, it's not even hurting your bodies, I'm just shocking your brain. That's way worse! But otherwise, great action, great artwork, great twists this week. Not too much happened, but everything that was here was really awesome. And I honestly didn't expect the Arrancar to be as exciting as they are, but I'm really glad to see them back, and it honestly just makes me want to watch the Arrancar in the anime again. So there it is, really good chapter of Bleach. Check it out for Hitsugaya, check it out for the Arrancar action, but most importantly, check it out because it's Bleach. 9 out of 10, guys. Thank you guys for watching my review today. Before you leave, make sure and hit that like button so you can give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out a lot. And please tell me what you thought about this week's chapter of Bleach. The big question this week is, will Hitsugaya return to his normal form, or is he dead? Please tell me with your comments below. Remember guys, you can also subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and you can also check us out on Facebook and on Twitter. I'll put links for those in the description box below.
Do you like Amazon.com? I know I do. Corey and I now have an Amazon link in our video description box below. And if you go to it and buy anything through Amazon.com, it will support our channel. So bookmark that link, make it happen, and support our channel without having to do a damn thing.
Another great way you guys can help support our channel is by donating directly through our PayPal link in the description box below. We recommend $2 a month, although this is completely optional. But the best way to go about this is by sneaking into your mom's room and taking $2. This way, she won't even notice. And we won't have to shake you up for all of your lunch money. So guys, that concludes this review today. Super Kami Guru 9000. Out.